All right, and we'll start our screen share. All right. Okay, this playlist is linked to from the event description. So if you want to have it yourself for later, or you just want to follow along, that's where you can go get it. So we almost always start with I'm yours. Like before COVID, we used to do a beginner lesson where we would do like we'd always do I'm yours. And so because during COVID we haven't been able to do the beginner lesson, I wanted to bring it back for a little bit of nostalgia value, as it's been a long time since we've actually played it together. However, we never used to play it with a backing track, so I do have one today and thought that we could give that a shot. All right, so the intro, or the chords, C, G, A minor, F. One thing to kind of keep an eye out for is there is a D7. There are some D7 and D variations that come in. And they look
like Johnny needs to mute. Johnny, can you mute?
Oh, I should mute my giggling. Sorry.
So there's kind of like a cheat D7 that looks like this. Excuse my messy diagramming. But this is kind of our cheat D7. If you want like a slightly easier variation than the bar that's up here. So that looks like this. So if you're on the second fret, you're gonna do the first and third strings. And this is also sometimes called the Hawaiian D7. So it's just another variation that you can use for the D7. It doesn't come up very often here, but it'll show up like down here maybe once or twice. Okay. All right. So most of it's going to be C, G, A minor, F, though, and let's go ahead and give this a shot. Okay. There'll be a little bit of an intro, and then I'll start. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So this is a C. Oh. Let me check. I think I have to transpose it up one. And I actually gave myself this note. Yeah, I do have to transpose it. Sorry about that.
It's plus
one more time.
Minus one.
Good point. All right, sorry. One more time. Here we go. And A minor. F. Here we go. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. Tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. Fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest. Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. Reckon it's again my turn to win some. Well, lose some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. There's just a reminder to please stay on mute so that it doesn't bother other people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Verse 2. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family. It's ba da ba dum, da da G da 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 da, A minor, do 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 do, and D7, 2, 3. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror, bending over backwards just to try to see clearer, but my breath clogged up the glass. So I drew a new face and I laughed. Guess what I'll be saying is there ain't a better reason to rid yourself of vanity and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is some virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your hands and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find the sky's yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need to complicate. 'Cause our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. And let's end on a C together. All right, cool. Give yourselves a pat on the back. It's our number one. Yeah, thanks everybody for bearing with us on staying muted. It does, unfortunately, it's kind of impossible to play together live over Zoom, so that's why we're doing that. But it will help everybody just to like be able to hear us clearly. So thanks for the help with that. All right, cool. Our next one. This is kind of a favorite. We've played it in the past, and it's kind of always been a popular one. Probably the thing that's most...
People want to see your strumming.
I know, I realized that. I was like partway through trying to hold my instrument up a little higher. I'm playing without a strap today. Usually I have a strap on, but I don't have a strap today, so it's sitting a little bit lower in my lap than it usually is. So I need to kind of hold it up higher a bit more deliberately. Okay, so Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Let's talk about this B7 here. So the B7, it's similar to an E minor shape, if you want to think of it that way. If you know the E minor kind of like stair-step shape, you just move everything over one string to get the B7. An alternate way that you could play it is with a bar on the 2nd fret and then the middle finger on the 3rd fret of the C string. But if bars are not super comfortable for you, I tend to like that kind of E minor shape just moved over one string. It's a little bit more familiar. Let's see, what else do you want to talk about? I think the main one here, oh yeah, down here. So watch out for this A7 that kind of jumps in. So the chord progression here changes. We've got a whole thing that's like take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. And then this part, you're jumping back and forth between the E minor and the B7. So you could take the same shape and just shift back and forth over one string. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. E minor and then A7 are meant to be. So you just kind of want to watch out for that switch up that happens here at the end. And then for a picking pattern that's really fun to use with this is anything that's kind of triplet based. So you could do like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings and repeat that. You could go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you were on a C chord, it would sound like 1, 2, 3. So this works really well as a picking pattern if you want to try something different. You can also go across all 4 strings, just like up and down. So you can go like again on the C chord if you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So if you want to try that, those are both fun picking patterns you can try with this song. Okay, let's go ahead and just try this together on the C. And we'll get comfortable with whatever pattern you want to use, whether it's a strum pattern or a picking pattern. Here we go. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to just hang out in the C. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here we go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? You stay on the G, and then if I can't help falling in love with you. All right, we're gonna get ready for those switch ups between the E minors. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Here we go. Some things, A7, are meant to be. Nice. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Scroll a bit. Here we go. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Last line. For I can't help falling in love with you. All right, give yourselves a hand. I love that one. How one plays an ukulele. How did we like that one? So like, this is my way of like getting feedback. It's like, if you really like a song, you just like wave. If you like it, you clap. If you're like, I don't know about that one, you can just like put your hands at the bottom or something. I don't know. All right, cool. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. All right, cool. So some chords that we've seen so far today in the playthrough are very familiar: F, C, G, A minor, and then with our kind of E minor thrown in here. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything here that's like important to kind of call out. There are places where, you know, the progression just switches up just a little bit, like here. You can see these two lines are different, so just sort of watch out for that. All right, here they mentioned we're going to do one strum for the chorus at the end, so we can do that. We'll do that. We'll switch to one strum at the end. Let's go ahead and just let's get together on the F and kind of get our tempo solidified, and then we can start. So let's see. We'll start on the F. old empty feeling in your heart. So love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see her when you fall asleep, never to touch and never to keep, 'cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. To the bridge, and you let her go. And you let her go. And you let her go. To the chorus, 'cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road 'cause you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Let's get ready for the one strums. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. All right, nice. So on a personal note, this last month has been a little bit of an interesting one for me. My co-founder at my business, it's like my grandmother passed this last month, and at the same time, my co-founder had her first child and is like on maternity leave. And so it's just like a very interesting kind of emotional month of like beginnings and ends and, just, like a lot of memories and things like that. So a lot of the songs that I have picked for today are things about, I don't know, just like journeys, just kind of what's been speaking to me of late. It's been less about trying to find stuff that's necessarily like maybe the most adventurous technically, and more about songs that are kind of comforting to me. So you'll kind of have a little bit of that theme, I think, going through today. Okay, cool. I've been really loving this Jason Mraz song that's been on the radio. I've been a little bit of like a Jason Mraz jag, so there's 3 of them on the playlist today. But I do love this one. I feel like it's just like kind of a joyous song about, the future and, the hopefulness for the future. Okay. So when it's like, here's da 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 do 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 do. It's like, I want you to have it all is kind of the thing of the. So let's listen to just the intro part of it, and you'll kind of get the sense of it if you haven't heard it before. Okay. Let me just make sure I got the right transposition for this backing track that I'm going to use. Okay. Let's just listen to it. You'll kind of get the sense of it.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence
To always do your best.
May you take no effort and you being generous.
So you get like. So like we hang out on every chord for a pretty long time, but the emphasis is kind of on the 2 and the 4. So it sounds like it's like this. If we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like each chord, so on the D, it's like you're kind of playing on the 2, 4, and the 4, right? So let's look at, like, if we were looking at the first line, kind of goes, doo-doo, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. So just like try that out with me on the D. 2, 3, 4. And you also don't have to do the muting. You could just do strums. You could just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Right? Goes like, may you have auspiciousness and causes of success. Like that's how it kind of goes. And that's how most of the song goes, is hitting on the 2 and the 4. So if you want to try a little bit of like a tongue twister kind of strumming pattern, try that out. Because we're so used to strumming on the 1s, right? So it's a little bit of a mental thing to be like, okay, I'm not going to strum on the 1. I'm going to do on the 2 and the 4. The other thing to check out in this song is in the pre-chorus, the speed of switching between the chords is, it's going to speed up twice as much. So it'll sound like this. Let's say I was starting from may you be treated like an esteemed guest. It would be like, may you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest. May you catch your breath. May the best of your days be the worst of your tomorrows. So you see, it's like, now we're going twice as fast. Da 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 da, be the road that you follow. Whoa. So I'm switching now from like the B minor to the G to the D to the A, like in half the time as the rest of the song. Then once we get back to the chorus, we go back to the previous one, so the previous tempo. So here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Now I got like 4 like kind of hits on each one before you switch to the next chorus. Oh, are there any other questions or anything?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Cool. Okay, so this one, we're gonna sing it with a little bit of Jason Mraz in the background. Partly because I actually think it will help to hear him hit the 2 and the 4, and it's like it helps to kind of match that. Also because some of the lyrics are hard to keep up with, so I kind of need some assist from Jason on this one. But I think it's a really cool song. Okay, we're gonna start with the intro, so you'll get ready to hit that D in just a second. Here we go. Yep. All the way back to the beginning. Come on. Come on. Okay, here we go. So get ready on your D. D. E minor. G. And A. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in you being generous. Sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest. May you catch your breath. Twice as fast. May your days be the worst of your tomorrows. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Don't need money, you've got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I'm gonna switch back to the first strum pattern now. Thanks. I decide bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, no measurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may your prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your days be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the heart that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you've got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all you can imagine. No matter what your path is, if you believe that anything could happen, go, go, go. Raise your glasses, go, go, go. You can have it. I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you've got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Here's to the good times that we're gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. We're gonna end in a D to have it all. Woo! All right. I think the lyrics in that one are just so cute. It's just like it's such a catchy tune, and I just like it's just a brilliant song. Okay, so we are at the halfway point, and I do have an announcement I want to share with you all first, kind of before I share it out with the kind of the broader group. But so I like the TLDR is that I'm likely not going to be leading meetups for like the next 2 months about. And the context is basically that I kind of need to be a little bit more present at work for the duration of my co-founder's maternity leave. So this past month was our first try at kind of she and I figuring out the balance, and I had hoped that I would have the bandwidth to kind of keep everything up and juggle it all, but I think I am probably hitting a little bit of a limit of what it is that I can realistically handle and do well. So I'm talking to like Linda and the other co-organizers. There will still be other events, obviously, that are going on with Pugs. Just the ones that I lead, I could use a little bit of being able to take a back seat for like the next 2 months so that I can be more present for my co-founder. So I just kind of wanted to let you all know that. Wanted to save it into sort of the midpoint so that people who are kind of coming in or maybe were coming late could hear it. But I really do appreciate just kind of the support and everything that people kind of been sending my way. I know you guys are just wonderful and really awesome, and so and it brings me a lot of joy to do this event. So I wouldn't be taking a step back if I really didn't think there was not another way to make it all work. But if you do have any questions or anything, just like reach out to me. If you are interested over the next 2 months in trying to organize, if you want to take a spin as the jam leader, definitely let me know. Okay, cool. So we're going to keep going. So this might be the last one that I'm doing for a little while, for like the next 2 months, which is sad and bittersweet, but I'm also very happy to share it with you. All right, cool. So Drops of Jupiter. We played this one in the past before as well, so it may be familiar for some of you. I really love it, I think, especially for like right now and kind of the my like the journey that I've been on over the last month is just a song about, you know, travel and new places and sort of like, I don't know, the complicated relationships of saying like hello and goodbye to people. So other than the chords that I think we have already seen so far in the meetup, watch out for this B flat. So it's a bar on the first fret on the third and fourth strings. Then you're gonna reach your middle and ring fingers over. The B flat doesn't show up until much later in the song. It's like down maybe in the bridge or so, but it kind of pops up on you. So just heads up that the B flat is coming. And then I want to talk a little bit about these chords that are sitting here in parentheses. So the kind of the basic way to play this song is to not worry about these chords in parentheses and just play the other stuff with regular timing. So that would sound like, you know, let me see here. Tell me, did you sail across the sun? D, did you make it to the Milky Way? F, to see the lights all faded. And then if you want to try to throw in these chords, you can do it before the downbeat. So you're going to want to insert it in before the D. So it'll sound like, tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded? That heaven is overrated. So you want to insert it in before the chord. So if you want to try that. I think those are the two things that I want to point out. All right, should we keep going?
Let's try it.
Okay. Let's do just a round of C, G, F, F, just so we kind of hear the tempo and kind of get on it together before we go into the first verse. So we're going to start in a C. It was like, let's see. Oh, 1, 2, ready. C, G, F, F. All right, here we go. And that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's a time to change. Yeah, since her return from staying on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. Yeah, tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded? That heaven is overrated. feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Head back to the Milky Way. Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you take to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded? That heaven is overrated. Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar. And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself? Na 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 na. Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Na 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 na. Did you fall for a shooting star? Fall for a shooting star? Na 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 na. Now you're lonely looking for yourself out there. Woo!
Well done, everyone.
All right. Okay, cool. I have a really good friend, Judy, who loves this song. It's like her and her husband's, it's like their song. And every time we get together, if we've got ukuleles, she's like, oh, let's play this one. So I always think of her when we play Lucky. All right, cool. So I've got a little track that goes with this one. And thank you guys. We've been getting some really sweet messages in the chat of just like appreciation and support and stuff, and you guys are really awesome. You know, it's like we feel very, very lucky. I just feel like this is like the nicest, the most lovely group of human beings, and just you guys are just the best. And I can't wait until someday when we can get together in person, outdoors somewhere or something. Okay, so what do you want to talk about with Lucky? Talking to you, across the water, across the deep blue ocean. Okay, so there's a part that's a little bit, it's just the way that this particular tab is written, so I'm just going to kind of point it out. It's down here in the bridge. They don't, so there's like the D minor, they don't know how, A minor, long it takes, G, waiting for a D minor, love like this. Imagine there's just another D minor written here. There's one more strum on the D minor before you go to the A minor. So every time, I'm still in the D minor, we, A minor, say goodbye, G. I wish we had D minor, one more kiss, same thing. Imagine there's another D minor here. D minor, I'll wait for you, I promise you. So basically on this line, waiting for a love like this, and on this line, I wish we had one more kiss, you can kind of try to just imagine that instead of D minor being written once, that it's written twice. Sometimes you see this in tabs where if the chord doesn't change, they won't write it more than once. They just kind of assume that, like, you know that the D minor should just continue. But I know it can be helpful to kind of see that more explicitly. So that's just kind of what you can watch out for that. This lasts a little longer than you might think it would. I think that's the main one. I think that's the main thing to point out here.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this one with a little bit of backing track. So you'll get to hear, you'll kind of hear the tempo. All right. Oh, actually, hold on. I have the wrong backing track. I was picking between a couple. There were some that I thought sounded nicer than others, so. Okay, I like this one better. Let's do this one. Here we go. Do you hear me talking to you? Across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my. trying. Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel your whisper across the sea. I keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Ooh. Here's that bridge. They don't know how long it takes waiting for a love like this. D minor again. Every time we say goodbye, goodbye, I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you. I promise you I will. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. And so I'm sailing through the sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair, and though the breezes through the trees move so pretty, you're all I see as the world keeps spinning round. You hold me right here, right now. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. See. All right. Nice. Oh, that was kind of an exciting ending to that
Surprise
track.
club music at the end.
Yeah, surprise club music. So sometimes people have asked where we get our backing tracks from. Like if you want to play at home and you want to have something that accompanies you on the ukulele. My hack is that I go look for karaoke tracks. So I like go on YouTube. I look for like Lucky Jason Mraz like karaoke, and then you can go and like listen to all of them and find ones that you like. The only tricky thing is that sometimes if you want to transpose tracks so that, you know, if you're transposing your chords to make them easier for you, that the karaoke track might not be in the same key. In which case, I have this Chrome extension. It's free. I really like it. It's down at the bottom of the playlist. It lets you transpose YouTube back, like all YouTube videos, but it's particularly useful if you're doing what we're doing and kind of looking for backing tracks, and you want to say, I'd love to be able to like listen to this track, but 2.5 steps higher or whatever. So that's what we do.
It can make the singing entertaining sometimes if you make it really low.
Oh yeah. Sometimes if you're like transposing it, 5 half steps off, then the backing vocals start sounding a little funky. But I don't know. It's entertaining. You just kind of try it out and find one that works for you. All right. So I am definitely a bit of a sucker for this song. I feel like I really associate this song with my childhood. I am 32, turning 33 shortly, in September. So that's the era. I was born in 80, I was born in 88. So that's the era that I'm from. But I like associate this song like high school dances.
I associate this with closing bars, closing.
Yeah?
When I was in undergrad.
Yeah. Oh, so it was like very literal.
Yeah,
like
it
it
was
was
literally-
actually
they-
closing
They
time.
turn on all the lights and they play this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
To
that
get out
makes
of the bar.
sense. Like, why not? Yeah. Okay. So, main things to look out for in this one. Closing time. So this boxed section here is the chorus. And you'll notice that once you get down here, repeat chorus, we got to jump back up here and play the boxed section. So just don't miss this jump here. Watch out for the jump. And then once we play the boxed chorus, we go and play the last line. This is like a song that it's very heavy on like the 1 and the 3 beats. So even really simple strums like, closing time actually honestly work perfectly fine with the song, right? So kind of just that really simple like strum, or you could go like closing time 1 and 2. You just kind of want to like hit the 1 and the 3 really hard. So if you're going to do like, I'm on a G, you kind of like lean hard on that 3. So like 1. So I'm kind of like leaning harder into that 3rd strum that I'm doing, just to give it like a little bit more texture, instead of it all being equal, like, right? It's like kind of you giving the emphasis on the 1st and the 3rd will kind of give it just a little bit more flavor there. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I feel like that's the main stuff. So let's just hang out on the G together. So let's see, right? So whether you're doing just like straight down strums like this, or you want to do, you can settle into whichever one you like. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready. Closing time. Open all the doors. Let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Back to the chorus, yeah. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. And closing time. Every new beginning comes from another beginning's end. All right. So we are going to end with our classic Aloha oi. Favor to ask if you would leave a comment on the meetup event for us of songs that you liked that you would nominate to play again, whichever one you liked the most. We would love to hear that. That always helps us out, so we kind of know which ones are the favorites. All right. Cool. And again, I will keep you all posted, but do expect that I will not be hosting events for the next 2 months.
Oh.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'm smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds and we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Aloha, oi, farewell to thee, thou charming one who dwells among the bowers. One fond embrace before I now depart until we meet again. Happy trails to you till we meet again. All right, that does conclude our playthrough, our play together for today. Please, just first of all, thanks for coming. Do stay tuned for kind of the other events that come from Pugs. We'll hang around for a few minutes in case there are any like questions afterwards. And just because I don't plan to be hosting meetups doesn't mean I'm gone. So like, definitely would love to hear from people. Like, you know, got questions or want to like chat or send me anything. But yeah, I will be back a few more months after I get through some work in the next couple months. So thank you everybody, and we hope you have a really lovely weekend. Thank you for coming.
Have a great weekend. It was really fun.
Thank you. Thank you to both of you.